On March 20th, 1815, Napoleon Bonaparte staged a daring escape from exile on Elba, reclaiming the French throne in what became known as the 100 Days. Europe watched in alarm as the once-defeated emperor rallied veterans and marched toward Brussels, determined to crush the newly formed Seventh Coalition before it could unite against him. Britain's Duke of Wellington and Prussia's Field Marshal Blücher forged an unprecedented alliance, combining 200,000 troops to oppose Napoleon. Unlike past coalitions, this one moved with brutal efficiency. Wellington's Anglo-Dutch army fortified Brussels, while Blücher's Prussians advanced through Namur, creating a pincer Napoleon couldn't ignore. On June 15th, Napoleon's 72,000-strong Armée du Nord crossed the Belgian frontier with shocking speed. His plan, wedged between Wellington and Blücher, defeating each separately. Early French victories at Gilly and Thuin seemed to confirm his brilliance, but muddy roads and hesitant subordinates began eroding his advantage. At Ligny on June 16th, Napoleon smashed Blücher's Prussians in history's last battle between two great commanders. But critical errors emerged. Marshal Ney failed to deliver reinforcements, and Napoleon inexplicably delayed pursuit for 9 hours. Though wounded, Blücher escaped with 80% of his army, vowing to rejoin Wellington. While Napoleon fought at Ligny, Marshal Ney engaged Wellington's advance guard at Quatre. Poor coordination saw 28,000 French troops squandered against 8,000 allies. Most critically, Ney recalled General d'Erlon's corps, 20,000 fresh troops who could have decided both battles, sending them on a futile march between engagements. On June 17th, Wellington executed a masterful withdrawal to Mont-Saint-Jean Ridge near Waterloo. His 68,000 men occupied reverse-slope positions, concealing strength from Napoleon. As torrential rain turned fields to mud, the Allies waited, knowing Blücher's Prussians were marching to join them. Napoleon's window for victory was closing fast. Heavy rain forced Napoleon to delay his attack until 11:30 a.m. on June 18, a fatal decision. Soggy ground rendered his artillery less effective, while Wellington's hidden infantry avoided preliminary bombardment. When French assaults finally came, they targeted Hougoumont Farm in a costly diversion, wasting thousands of veterans on a secondary objective. At 4 p.m., Marshal Ney misinterpreted Allied movements as retreat and launched 9,000 cavalrymen unsupported against British squares. For 2 hours, cuirassiers and lancers circled the impregnable formations, cut down by musket volleys. Napoleon later admitted this doomed his army. We had lost 25% of our strength, accomplishing nothing. At 6:30 p.m., Blücher's Prussians stormed into Plancenoit, diverting Napoleon's last reserves. The emperor threw his elite Imperial Guard forward in desperation, but Wellington's concealed forces shattered them with point-blank volleys. As panic spread, the cry, "La Garde recule," the Guard retreats, became the death knell of an empire. Waterloo cost France 25,000 casualties and Napoleon his throne. Exiled to St. Helena, he died in 1821, while the Congress of Vienna's order prevailed. The battle ended 23 years of war, cementing British naval dominance and Prussian ascendancy, proving that no single genius could withstand a united Europe's resolve.